The biggest winners in the USC and UCLA move to the Big Ten is not actually USC and UCLA. Yeah, we can consider them big winners, etc. But I think the big winners here are the ones that were already grandfathered into these two conferences. The Vanderbilt, Northwestern, Mississippi State, Purdue, etc. Those that if they were in another conference, I don't know that there would be a lot of stock for them going to another league. Those schools stand to make so much money. It is beyond ridiculous at this point. Would you have ever imagined that you would have a conference with Texas, Oklahoma, and Mississippi State? Not me. Not me, not in this day and age. And I don't know that you're in a position, you can add teams. I don't know that these conferences have figured a way out to move teams out of their conference. Because if they had, do you imagine some of these schools that don't produce as much revenue, that don't bring in the ratings, would they still be in these conferences? I seriously doubt it. This is a whole new world. And for those of you that are fans of those schools, I understand. I am not trying to hurt your feelings, right? But we're looking at this from a business perspective because that's what all this has turned into. It is a complete business. There is nothing about geography or tradition or anything along those lines. This is money. These TV networks that have just been hemorrhaging money, right? They have to find new ways to innovate. You cannot continue to put Northwestern against Iowa on a big brand network. It doesn't draw in the same kind of eyeballs. That's why you have Ohio State, Michigan, Penn State, Nebraska, whatever, for your big-time, prime-time spots on Fox. And then for CBS, it's why you get an Alabama-Tennessee game that's a 3-touchdown spread as opposed to a really good matchup between a good Mississippi State and a good Kentucky team, right? It's why we've seen that, because ratings matter, and the fans of those schools will watch those teams, regardless of whether they're good or not, right? That's the issue that we're running into with this. So the big winners, of course, still Vanderbilt, Northwestern, Purdue, Mississippi State, etc. South Carolina, those kind, they are going to continue to make these checks. And when they get these checks, they will continue to have an opportunity to maybe eventually find a way to win some of these. Do I think that they will ever win these big-time leagues? Probably not. Do I give USC a chance to win the Big Ten at some point? Well, yeah, obviously. It's a big-time brand. Do I give UCLA as much of a shot? Probably not. And that's got nothing to do with the current coaches or anything like that. It is based on program. And it's a much harder path in the Big Ten than it is in the Pac-12. Thanks for listening to the Winning Cures Everything podcast. The website is winningcureseverything.com, and if you want to connect with us, we're on Twitter at GaryWCE, at Chris B. Giannini, at Winning Cures, or you can email us, Gary at winningcureseverything.com or Chris at winningcureseverything.com. Subscribe everywhere you need to subscribe, and we'll see you soon.